about education endowment and what it entails and why it is important.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. G, and thanks for having me, and thanks for having Stanbic IBTC Insurance. You actually started on the right note by saying that education is one of the best legacy you can bequeath for your kids, for your children. And I would rather say it is the best legacy you can actually leave for your kids. The reason is quite simple. Education prepares them for the future. It also enables them to handle life challenges. No matter where you belong on the economic strata, every concerned parent is interested in the education of their kids. But most times it is, how do you make this happen? Most people always believe that it's a function of how much you earn. But at Stanbic IBTC Insurance, we believe it's a function of how much you plan. And so we see Stanbic IBTC Insurance Endowment Plan as a planning tool. You don't necessarily have to have all the money now for your kids' education. It's better you start now so you can actually secure the right kind of education for your kids. Another key benefit of our unique solution is that we've also seen where the death of the breadwinner takes the family from grace to grass. In many years in this business, I've seen families that were doing very well, had their kids in the best schools, and the breadwinner is no more. All of a sudden, the standard of life, the education of those kids are truncated. And that is where we come in. That does not need to happen when you have the Stanbic IBTC Endowment Insurance Plan. What do? We come in at that point to ensure and guarantees the continuous education of your kids. Because when you take the policy, it's what we call a sum assured. And you pay your premium, whatever frequency you pick, whether it's a monthly premium, quarterly, half yearly, yearly, or annual. As long as you are paying your premium as at when due, if the policyholder dies while that policy is in force, we would come in and we are going to pay what we call the sum assured to the named beneficiary to ensure that there is no gap in the education of the kids. So the Stanbic IBTC Endowment Plan is designed to secure, first, based on planning. You plan now to be able to give your kids the best education in the future. Then secondly, life is full of uncertainties. We understand this. In case the policyholder is no more, what happens is that we come in by paying the sum assured to the named beneficiary so that the education of the kids can continue. So it's a plan that sits on two legs. One is a tool for planning. The second one is that it has what we call a protection and life cover. You see, whatever happens to the policyholder in the case of life uncertainties, we come in to ensure that the education of the kids continues.
Oh, that is amazing. So in other words, as a parent, if you have plans to, provide, let's say, the quality education for your children, and you're worrying about uncertainties in the future, with such a plan, you don't need to worry about that in a nutshell.
Absolutely. It gives you like a hedge. You have that security. You have that confidence. Because yes, when we are alive, we believe we have what it takes for us to take care of our children's education. But the question always is, when you are not there, what happens? Because at the point of you are no more, dreams, aspirations are gone. So it's not left to what you cannot control. So it's better you plan for what you cannot control in case it happens. But in two ways, if you are alive and the policy matures, you have the funds, you are prepared. I've seen people that actually end very well. They do not plan for this, and when it's time for school fees, they start running helter-skelter. Start even thinking of where to
borrow from,
where to get loans from. So you are planning in one hand, and the second thing is that you also understand that life is full of uncertainties. What if I'm not there? What happens to my kids' education? This is a hedge, actually. You are providing a hedge for your children's education in the future. Looking at both dimensions. If I'm alive, I want to prepare, but God forbid I'm not there. Let there be a plan in place.
All right, so this takes me to the second question. Most people desire to provide a quality and secured future for their children and wards. Tell us how our listeners can bring this desire to life with Education Endowment Plan?
Thank you so much, Mr. G. And it's quite simple in Stanbic IBTC Insurance. I think the first thing is for everyone to make a decision. And what is the decision? You have to decide that the priority of your priority is your kids' education. So once you have made that decision, you have now also to decide, what really are you focusing on? Is it primary? Is it secondary? Or is it tertiary education? The plan is designed for a minimum period of 5 years. We have a lot of people that would say, I can take my kids through primary, I can take them through secondary, but I want to prepare for tertiary education. So that is the second stage for you to determine what you really want to address. What part of the education journey do you really want to address? Then once you decide that, then you can reach us basically for us to plan with you. So you can reach us on www.stanbicibtcinsurance.com, or you can send a mail to info@stanbicibtc.com, or even call our numbers, which we'll provide at the end of this talk. And the essence is for our dedicated and the very experienced insurance advisors to get across to you, and also our customer experience officers, where we can take you through the process of opening a Stanbic IBTC insurance plan.
That makes a whole lot of sense. Now tell me, what are the 3 things to know when starting an education insurance policy for your children?
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. G. The first thing you need to understand is that this plan is designed for every level of the economic ladder. So whether you as an AOP, Mr. G, you can take up this policy.
Okay.
As an HNI, you can take up this policy. Even the artisans, whatever space you find yourself in economic ladder, there is a plan for you, because we've designed it in a way that would have lit you as 10,000 naira. You can actually take up a Stanbic IBTC insurance policy. So we want to make it very all-inclusive, so it does not exclude any level of the economic ladder. Number 2 is that you need to be within the age of minimum of 18 and a maximum of 65 for you to be eligible to take up this plan. Then thirdly, also, you need to we have also made the plan very flexible, in a way that as you take up the policy and you get your economic situation get better, you can actually elect to increase your premium, or even decide within the cost of the policy to also reduce it, depending on your financial state at every point in time. So these are very key benefits that separate us, that make this product a very unique one in the market.
All right. Time is not our friend, but I want to find out more about tell us more about the Stanbic IBTC Insurance Limited.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. G. First of all, we are a life insurance company. And when we say life insurance company, we deal with life policies that relates to individuals. The second thing is that we are a solution-driven organization. So we try to address gaps that we have seen in the society, and one of them is education endowment. And that is why we are taking this gospel to the schools, we are taking it to associations, we're taking it to the church, for people to prioritize and understand that wherever you are, you can actually start now to plan for the future of your kids. Then we also are very customer-centric, because we ensure that at all points in the customer journey, that we live a wide experience in the heart and minds of our customers, because one of our core value is customers first, because they are the reasons we do business and they are the center of all what we do.
Makes a whole lot of sense. Thank you so much. There's so many things I picked from this conversation. It doesn't matter what you do. You don't have to be a banker. You don't have to be a civil servant. You could maybe even have a store and you make some kind of revenue, and you do not want life uncertainty to hamper your children's education. This one is for you. Now, if you're wondering how you can contact them, you can reach them via the email, which is insure@stanbicibtc.com, or you can go on their website, www.stanbicibtcinsurance.com, and you can also call them up on the phone number if you want to speak to someone directly on 020-1270-6833. I take that number again. If you're driving, I think I suggest you should park your car, bring out your phone or a notepad, and I'll say the number once again. Now that you have your notepad in your hand and maybe a pen or your phone, once again, the number to call is 0201-270-6801. And trust me, you do not have to be rich in planning or taking up this insurance for your children. As soon as you earn, so long you earn, you can take advantage. Like what Mr. Calvin said, even if it's as little as 10,000 naira, you can plan so that life uncertainty will not hamper your children's education. Now, before we go, Mr. Kelvis, can you still tell us maybe some extra things or extra points we need to know before we make that phone call, send that email, or even visit the website?
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. G. And I think it's really interesting for our listeners to know that we are fully on ground in Abuja, and so we are just a call away. And we are ready to visit you at your convenience and to plan with you, and also solution to also have the opportunity to plan and solution with you. And you have to also understand that as a business, you need to ensure that you put your trust where you can sleep with your two eyes closed. There are a lot of phony kind of organizations that come with you with bogus offers. Stanbic IBTC Insurance, it's hinged on integrity. That is one thing that we pride ourselves with. So people need to be very careful. You need to work in an organization that over time they have built trust in the minds and in the hearts of people. So we are there for you. We're a customer-driven organization. We are built on integrity, and we are available to meet your needs. So, like I said, we are solution-driven, and we are right there in Abuja. And our insurance advisors and our customer experience team are just a call away from you, so that we can sit with you and solution with you.
All right, thank you so much. And once again, to add to that, you can visit them on their website, www.stanbicibtcinsurance.com. Don't forget to send an email for inquiries to this email, insure@stanbicibtc.com. If you prefer to make a phone call, it's 0201-270-6801. Remember, you can reach them in the FCT. If that's difficult for you, I believe Google Map will help you in doing that. Thank you so much. And that was Mr. Kelvis Benson. He is the head retail Stanbic IBTC Insurance Limited. Thank you so much, and do have a blessed day.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. G, for having us. Have a great day ahead. Yep.
All right, thank you so much. And that's how we do it right here, your favorite radio station, 96.9 Cool FM. Take this advantage and provide the best security you can give your children by giving them an insurance with the Education Endowment Plan with Stanbic IBTC Insurance Limited. And this is how we do it. Regular programming and regular hits coming your way right up. And don't forget, at 10 a.m. will be time for New Music Friday. You do not want to miss that. Keep it locked.